Hello, my name is Hope Chubenville. I'm the LGBTQ+ project lead for the Edmonton Federation of Community Leagues. And for this pop-up video, I'll be talking about gender in the LGBT community. This will be an explanation of gender and how it connects. Specifically, today's topics in this will be sex and gender difference, biological determinism, gender identity, gender expression, and cis/trans people. First thing of note, there's a difference between sex and gender. Sex refers to the biological characteristics that a person has. This would be genitals and secondary sex characteristics, as well as stuff like chromosomes and gonads. It is generally considered that a person is only either male or female. However, intersex people do exist and are not entirely uncommon. Intersex refers to someone who is born with sex characteristics that are not specifically male nor specifically female. Gender, which is different than sex, refers to the socially constructed characteristics of a woman and a man. This would be things like the norms, roles, and relationships of and between groups of men and women. So a gender norm, for example, would be women staying home and raising a family, or men not being able to cry or something like that. A person's gender is assigned to them at birth, generally based off their perceived sex. This is known as biological determinism, the idea that your biology determines your gender. This is not actually a correct hypothesis, and this will be explored later when talking about trans people. Now, some things to note about gender. A key aspect to understand about gender is the gender binary. The gender binary is the idea that there are only two genders, that of a man and that of a woman. This division has really become intrinsic in society and influences a lot of ways of how things are done. However, gender is not a binary, but it actually exists as a spectrum. Rather than two groups of a man and woman, it is a spectrum that with ends that are more masculine or more feminine, and a person's gender falls somewhere on that spectrum. Generally, most people fall either towards the masculine side, being male, or feminine side, being female. But there are some people who are different than that and whose gender identity falls in a different spot. This will be talked about in a minute. The final two key concepts to understand for this is the idea of gender identity and gender expression. Gender identity refers to someone's internal personal sense of their own gender. This is what meant if someone says, I'm a man or I'm a woman. Someone's gender identity can align with their sex or differ from it. A person's gender identity falls somewhere on the spectrum of gender, as previously discussed. Gender expression is how someone shows their gender identity to the outside world. How they act, what they wear, what they sound like. These can all be part of gender expression. Gender identities have gender expressions associated with them. An example of this is being a man and wearing a suit, or being a woman and wearing dresses or skirts. Now I'll talk about how gender is relevant to the LGBT community. This is specifically mostly related to trans people or gender nonconforming or genderqueer people. This is also where it's important to understand gender identity and gender expression, because this is what we're talking about. So the first thing to understand is if someone is transgender, that means their gender identity does not align with the one they were assigned at birth. Someone who's cisgender, however, is a person whose gender identity does align with the one they were assigned at birth. If someone is trans or transgender, they are LGBT. If someone is cis, they are not. Though, if someone could be cisgender and gay or lesbian like that and still be LGBT. Non-binary refers to someone whose gender identity does not align with their assigned one, but also falls outside the model of the gender binary. This is where the idea of the spectrum comes in. It does not fall masculine or feminine, it may fall in the middle or not on there at all. A person's individual gender presentation, their identity is influenced by their experiences of identity and expression, and the societal norms and influence on them. This explains why there's a vast range of gender expressions, gender identities across cisgender, transgender, non-binary people, and genderqueer people. I hope this video has been informative and helped you learn more about gender and the LGBTQ+ community. Thanks for watching and having a good day.